For joining us on the programme. We now move on once again. Dozens have been arrested in Turkey in a fresh wave of crackdowns. Police detained 30 people in Istanbul and Adana, and 47 arrest warrants were issued. Those detained include municipal mayors and opposition CHP officials. This comes as Istanbul Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu remains in prison, where he was jailed in March over corruption and terror charges, which he denies. In a letter from prison, he urged supporters to resist what he called an unjust order. The latest arrests mark the fifth round of action against the opposition. Over 110 people have been arrested so far. The government says the judiciary is independent, but critics call the moves politically motivated. On Saturday, 87 more people were arrested in Istanbul during the Gezi Park anniversary protests. Rights groups, including Amnesty International, have condemned the mass arrests. The UN has also expressed serious concern about the issue. We stay in Europe. Poland heads to the polls for a pivotal presidential runoff that could shape its future path, either reinforcing its nationalist conservative trajectory or steering the country towards a liberal pro-European Union values. President Andrzej Duda is stepping down after 2 terms. The runoff follows a tightly contested first round and is being closely watched across Europe and the United States. In Poland's previous election in 2020, the conservative populist incumbent Andrzej Duda narrowly won the second round vote against the pro-Europe mayor of Warsaw, Rafał Trzaskowski, by 51% to 49%. This time it could be even closer. Polls show the difference between Trzaskowski and the nationalist right-wing historian Karol Nawrocki, who is backed by the Law and Justice Party, which ruled Poland from 2015 to 2023, to be within the margin of error. We move on to the United States now, where Elon Musk has denied a report that he used ketamine and other drugs extensively last year on the 2024 campaign trail. A New York Times report said that the billionaire advisor to the president, Donald Trump, used so much ketamine, a powerful anesthetic, that he developed bladder problems. In response, while posting on X, Musk said, "To be clear, I am not taking drugs." The New York Times was lying. His post further read, "I tried prescription ketamine a few years ago and said so on X, so this is not even news. It helps for getting out of these dark mental holes, but haven't taken it since then." Meanwhile, Musk first dodged a question about his drug use at a bizarre farewell appearance on Friday with Trump in the Oval Office. During this event, Tesla and SpaceX boss sported a noticeable black eye as he formally ended his role at Doge. Musk has previously admitted to taking ketamine, saying he was prescribed it to treat a negative frame of mind and suggesting his use of drugs benefited his work. News from the sporting world now. Paris police have arrested nearly 300 people after PSG's historic Champions League win over Inter Milan. Celebrations turned chaotic as fans flooded the streets around the Parc des Princes and the Champs-Élysées. Officers fired tear gas and used water cannons to contain the crowds. Police said most of the arrests were for fireworks and public disorder. There were clashes between police and fans, with several fires lit near the stadium. A car was also set ablaze and dozens were detained early on. Meanwhile, PSG supporters celebrated their first ever European title, singing and dancing throughout Paris. Here's what a PSG fan had to say.
À un certain moment, et là, cette finale, elle m'a touché en plein cœur. C'est-à-dire que l'excitation était au rendez-vous et surtout l'émotion et comment dire, j'arrive pas à poser des mots là-dessus parce que c'est quelque chose que j'ai jamais ressenti. C'est comme de la fierté, mais aussi comment dire, je me sens bien, voilà. Vive Paris!
French President Macron praised the team, calling it a day of glory. A victory parade is set for Sunday in Paris. In Grenoble, a car accident during celebrations injured 4 people, 2 seriously. Police say it was not intentional. The driver is in custody and authorities now remain on high alert.